To you, take us through court proceedings so far.
Good afternoon. Yes, the three have since been denied bail, so meaning that all four will go through trial inside jail because they were denied bail. You would remember that one of them was denied bail earlier last month, the Sangoma Msibi, who was found with some of the body parts. We know that the second accused, Mkhize, who had earlier abandoned bail and later applied for bail, was saying in court that his only role in this whole thing was to drive for Msibi, as that he was a driver for Msibi, but it emerged in court through another suspect, which has been turned a state witness, that Mkhize actually planned this thing with Msibi as early as September 2017, where they wanted a bone of a person living with albinism so that they can enrich themselves. Those are some of the findings that were heard in court. We also heard that accused number 3 and 4 were at the house during the kidnapping of the children, and that they had an axe with them, which they covered with a blanket, pretending to be a gun, as the mother had said that the men were armed. We heard through court proceedings that they had an axe and they had covered that axe with a jacket, pretending that it was a long sort of a rifle that was used there. We heard how the murders were conducted and how they argued. They spoke about the 1-year-old boy who was not living with albinism, which was taken by mistake instead of the one that they wanted, the one with albinism. How they argued whether to kill him or just throw him over the bridge on the end, for which they eventually did. Mkhize was also present in that. We also heard of some gruesome evidence how this killing happened, and how Gabisile, the child with albinism, was forced to drink beer mixed with brake fluid before she was actually killed and her body parts harvested from her. We know that some of the body parts are still missing as in today. That's why DNA is taking long and that the case has not been concluded. The parents spoke last month telling us that they are aggrieved. Coming to court is actually painful because they relive and hearing of how the children died, and the fact that the body parts are still not there, and the suspects, even though 2 of the suspects wrote letters in their affidavit asking for forgiveness from the parents. The parents are saying that that apology means nothing if they are not revealing where some of these missing body parts are, so that they can have closure and have a proper burial for their children, Natasha.
Yeah, it's an absolutely shocking story, Sibongile. But very quickly, before I let you go, what is the continuation of court proceedings? Will it resume today, or when does court proceed again?
The court has been postponed to the 1st of June for further investigations. We know that there is another Sangoma that also performed this thing, a Sangoma by the name of Gamete, who is the one that carried Gabisile on his back when they were on their way to kill her. That Sangoma fled immediately after the killing and to Swaziland. We were told in court that that Sangoma has been arrested, is under custody in Swaziland. So there are extradition processes that are currently taking place between the two countries, Swaziland and South Africa, to have that Sangoma brought into South Africa to stand trial here. You would remember that he was also arrested there in Swaziland with some of the body parts, so he stands accused on that side as well. But on the 1st of June, they'll be coming back to court here, where we'll hear how far the investigation has gone.
All right, Sibongile, thanks very much for that update. Sibongile Mkani-Mpolweni live for us at the Witbank Magistrate's Court, just tracking that really shocking story for us.